Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making chocolate lava cake. One of my favorite desserts, requires very little ingredients and it's super easy to make. So let's get started. So I always use a double boiler to melt my chocolate, basically a pot with a couple inches of water and a heat-proof bowl on top, making sure that the water does not touch the bowl or else the chocolate can burn. So about 10 minutes later, this is what the chocolate and butter is going to look like. I like to give it a soft mix, and if it's still very lumpy like this, I like to leave it for an additional 10 minutes or so. You want to be able to give it a mix and see all of the chocolate pieces melting right away. That's when you know it's ready. I would say it took about 15 to 20 minutes total to melt the chocolate. And this is why I love using a double boiler. I feel like the chocolate always comes out much more silkier rather than when you use a microwave. But if you do decide to use a microwave, make sure you do it in intervals. And this is exactly what the liquid inside of our little cakes will look like. If you would like the liquid thinner, you would need to use more butter and less chocolate. I think that was perfect though. Into a separate bowl, we are going to crack 4 eggs. And now what I love about this recipe is that not only is it super easy to make and requires very little ingredients, you don't need an electric mixer. Don't you just love it? Okay, go ahead and add your sugar. Keep on whisking. Once you're done mixing in the sugar, you want to add in your chocolate. And now is your last chance to give that chocolate a try. Once it mixes in with the egg, that's it. You can try it. So take advantage. I use dark chocolate. If you've ever had lava cakes at steakhouses, you know that they're very chocolatey and small. They tend to use dark Godiva chocolate. If you go to a more casual restaurant, they tend to serve a bigger lava cake made from, I would say, milk chocolate. I was going for the steakhouse lava cake. Those are the best. I added in the all-purpose flour and I folded it in, and I like to add the flour little by little so it's easier to mix. And this recipe gave me enough for 4 ramekins. I did butter the ramekins, or I believe I used baking spray. I filled them up pretty high. Since this recipe doesn't have any leaveners, it is not going to rise, so make sure you fill them up nicely. And of course, you can use milk or semi-sweet chocolate if you really want to. If you have all 3, you can use a little bit of each and call it triple chocolate lava cake. Okay, let's not get carried away. Just make this one. I promise it's delicious. Don't even ask about that cherry. My little niece begged me to, and I just couldn't say no. So we're going to bake these for about 10 to 12 minutes in a preheated oven at 400 degrees. When it comes out, that's what it's going to look like. This is ready to serve. You definitely don't want this to cool. You want to serve it right away. Take a knife and run it along the sides, and this is going to slide out just like butter. The center is going to be a little bit jiggly. You don't want the center to cook all the way, or else no lava cake for you, just cake. I almost touched the ramekin. Be careful, you don't want to burn yourself. The ramekins are really hot. Make sure to use some oven mittens or kitchen towel. I dusted a little bit of powdered sugar on top, and you guys would probably unsubscribe if I didn't show you the inside. Here you go. I think it was perfect. Like I said earlier, if you want the inside to be a little bit runnier, just use more butter and less chocolate. I think this was perfect. Although I'm not a fan of vanilla ice cream, this is the only time I eat vanilla ice cream. Nothing can beat vanilla ice cream on top of a warm lava cake or even a warm slice of chocolate cake. Some people do serve lava cake without ice cream. I can't imagine that. I hope you guys really give this recipe a try with vanilla ice cream on top, of course. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you all so much for watching.